Today we're doing May favorites, and I have so many really cool, really interesting products to share with you. I'm pretty excited about it. Hi, is there something I can do for you? Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. I have so many really interesting things to share with you today, and so many of them are so very affordable, and they're just really cool. I can't wait to dive in. If you're new here, I'm so glad you stopped by. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here, and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot of great information just waiting for you there. We're going to jump right into the favorites today. I have some makeup and then some other interesting lifestyle products. As always, everything that I mentioned today will be listed and linked below, so super easy for you to find. And with that, let's hop into it. The theme for this month's makeup products are really worth the money. I have mostly drugstore products today that are so very good. I have one more high-end product, but gosh, I just think it's really worth it because it performs so well. The first two products I want to mention today are from Catrice. And I have just been falling in love with the Catrice line lately because, first of all, they're so very affordable and they're so good. I mean, really good. It always blows me away at how affordable the products are from Catrice, but they're so good. The first product I want to talk about today is this Sungasm highlighter. This is not a new product. It's been around, I think, for at least a season or two. I just picked it up, and by golly, I can't put it down. This, as you can see, is a huge highlighter palette. Look at the size of that pan. It's almost the size of my face. The concept behind this huge pan size is that you can use it on other parts of your body than your face. I so far have just used it on my face, and that's the highlighter that I'm wearing today. I love the look of this highlighter. I do lean towards a little bit more beaming, glowy highlighter. This fits the bill really perfectly for me. You can see it right here, and let me go ahead and put it on the back of my hand so you can see how pretty that glow is. Isn't that just gorgeous? One of the things they mention in the product description for this particular highlighter is that you can use it all over your body. For instance, maybe on your shoulders or your collarbone or down the fronts of your legs. Any area that you just want to put a little bit of shimmer to, which I think is a wonderful idea for the summer months. This is a super affordable palette. I'm pretty sure it comes in under $10. As far as I know, there's only this one color, and I think that the color is Sungasm. So really loving this highlighter from Catrice. I don't know if I'm going to be using another highlighter for a little while. The other product from Catrice that I am just so very in love with, and I'm not kidding you, I used this on my face this morning and got a little giddy when I got to pull it out. This is their Triangle Artist Stick, and this is a contour stick, and by golly, it is so beautiful on the skin. I have only been able to find this particular product on the Catrice website, so if you want to go ahead and try it, just keep in mind that that's where you're going to need to find it. I find that this contour stick just blends in so very beautifully. This is in the color Warm Brown, and when I was on the Catrice website, this is the only color that was available. I was a little bit concerned because it said Warm Brown, and you know, trying to figure out the color of a makeup product on a computer monitor can be dicey sometimes, depending on how your monitor is set. But when I got this in, I really loved it. It's not orange at all. To me, it kind of has a cool undertone to it, so I'm a little bit confused about the name. I love this so much, and it looks so pretty on the skin. And let me tell you what, for me, this look is very similar to what I get from the Hollywood Contour one, which is from Charlotte Tilbury, a whole lot more expensive than this. I enjoy both of these products. Of course, nothing quite gives me the bronzy glow that this does, but by golly, this comes in really close at such an affordable price. I think this is maybe $8 or $9. I'll link it down below if you want to go ahead and check it out. Again, the only place that I've been able to find this is on the Catrice website. And I did put a few products in my cart so I'd get the free shipping, and I can tell you everything I got from Catrice I'm thrilled with. So the Triangle Artist Contour Stick from Catrice, really worth the money. Another product that I've been trying for a while and I was holding off before I put it in a favorites video is this concealer stick from Neutrogena. You guys know I'm on the great concealer hunt. And what I can tell you is I have tried so many concealers so far. And here's the funny part. Every single one that's one of my favorites is a drugstore price concealer. I'm not kidding you. I have yet to try a high-end concealer that has made it into my favorites basket. This particular concealer from Neutrogena is so very good, particularly for my very mature, very wrinkly, crinkly under eyes. When I first bought this, I just thought, oh no, that's going to be horrible. But I threw it in my cart anyway because I want to make sure that I try and test as many concealers as possible. I was so surprised when I first tried this concealer. It is so creamy and works so well underneath my very, very mature under eyes. It has a little hydration stick in the middle. I'm not sure if you can see it, but when this goes on the skin and blends in, it is so hydrating and really, really looks pretty on the skin. This particular color I picked up is the color Fair, and believe it or not, I have yet to check to see if there's a lighter color. I need to do that today. The reason I want to check to see if there's a lighter color because A, I love it, and B, I like my under eyes to be a little bit brighter than the rest of my face. Because that area of my face can get very dark from the skin being a little bit looser, I like my under eyes to be a little bit brighter in order to open that area up. This is what I'm wearing on my face today, and I paired it with the brightening concealer from Maybelline. This is the Instant Age Rewind. This is another favorite of mine. So I used this to really conceal my dark circles, and then I used just a dot or two of this right in that inside area to brighten up my under eyes. Both of these are really, really worth it. I am sure the Age Rewind is going to be in my first round of favorites. But the Neutrogena, if you haven't tried this, if you have wrinkly under eyes and you like drugstore makeup, I can tell you I love this product and I think it's really, really worth the money. If you've been following the Wet n Wild product line for a while, you'll know that one of the most popular palettes they've ever put out is one called Walking on Eggshells. The Walking on Eggshells eyeshadow palette first came out as a little trio. It was super popular, and some of us may have purchased more than one of them. Then they upgraded the Walking on Eggshell colorway to a 4-pan palette. They've recently come out with this series of 5-pan palettes, and they've updated the Walking on Eggshells colorway to the 5-pan palette. I recently tried this and I can tell you it is so good. For a $3 or $4 5-pan palette, oh my gosh, these shadows are beautiful. They're pigmented, hardly any fallout, but they are a little bit more powdery than some of my more expensive eyeshadow palettes. Nevertheless, for the price, this is such a beautiful neutral palette. If you're a neutral girl and you love drugstore makeup and the $4 price point sounds good to you, you really can't go wrong with this palette. It can put together so many looks as well as a full-on glamorous neutral look, and some of the shades in here are just glorious. One thing I can tell you is that this shade right here in the middle, this shimmer shade, is probably one of the best lid shades I've ever used. It is so pretty. I actually used that lid shade on my eyes today. I used another palette from ColourPop, but I came in and used this lid shade because it is so pretty. It's kind of a soft champagne-y pink color, really nice, and I generally always apply it with my finger. One of the wonderful things about this particular palette is that it goes from very, very light to very, very dark. So I find when I'm putting together a neutral look with this palette, I don't have to go anywhere else. You can even use this darker color here with an angled brush for an eyeliner. The Walking on Eggshells palette in the new 5-pan palette series from Wet n Wild, so very good. I haven't tried any of the other colorways, but based on how pleased I am with this particular palette, I think I'm going to pick a few of them up and we'll give them a try in the coming weeks. One product that I want to give a special shout out to because I've learned to love it so very much is this L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. This is an eyelash primer and it really has become one of my staple makeup items. As you can see, it's a standard mascara one, but the product itself is white. How I use this is that I curl my eyelashes, do my tight lining, and then I put the primer on just like I would put on mascara, just one coat. So I do both eyes and then I let it dry down just a little bit. One thing that I found that I really love about this is that my mascara goes on so easily and so quickly after I've used this primer. It really has become a step that I've added to my makeup routine because it makes my mascara go on so quickly and so easily that I really enjoy it. In addition, it does lengthen and volumize my eyelashes, so it just helps the mascara do a better job. So really loving this voluminous base from L'Oreal. You can pick it up in almost any drugstore, and I also have it linked down below. I want to talk about a couple of sort of makeup accessory items right now, and this is the one high-end makeup product that I want to shout out this month. It is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. As you can see, I've been testing this for a little while, and what I can say is I really do think it's worth the investment. Of course, this is a little bit higher price point than a lot of setting sprays that I use, but I find that it's really worth it. What I'm noticing about this setting spray is two things. After I put it on my face and I let it sit for just a few minutes, generally what I'll do with my makeup is that I'll finish my makeup, put on my setting spray, and then go do my hair, and then I come back and I check my makeup after my hair is done. What I can say about this is that it makes my makeup look so good. It just blends everything in, smooths everything out, and leaves a really beautiful finish on the skin. It's what I'm wearing on my face today. But the longevity of this setting spray is something I really want to point out. I did my makeup yesterday really early in the morning, about 7:30 or 8 o'clock I was done with my makeup. I set it with this setting spray, and then I was out the entire day, didn't get home until almost 8 o'clock at night, and I was outside most of the time. I went to an outdoor event, then I went to a hiking club event, then we had an outdoor potluck. I mean, I was out in the weather, and it was a little bit moist here yesterday. We had a little bit of rain and the wind was blowing a little bit. And when I got home, I checked my makeup. It really looked good. My under eyes looked great. My foundation was still nice and fresh looking. Everything looked wonderful. What I can say is that this is probably one of the best setting sprays I've ever used, and the longevity of it and the hold of it is really remarkable. So Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, in my opinion, really worth the money. A makeup product that I'm super excited about is this new lip plumper from Physicians Formula. And I say new because it just came out in this new packaging, but they used to have a lip plumper that they took off the market, and I'm wondering if this is kind of a reformulated version of that. Isn't that just the prettiest little packaging? I think it's really pretty. They call it the Diamond Plumper, and as you can see, it has a beautiful kind of cut crystal-esque packaging, and then it has the standard little doe foot applicator inside. This is a super affordable lip plumper, and it does work. It doesn't work as well as my City Lips. So my City Lips is still my foundational lip plumper. How I use this is the lip plumper I use when I'm sitting on the couch or hanging around, or when I first wake up in the morning. What I find with lip plumpers is that consistent use is what helps my lips stay a little bit fluffier. When I use it regularly, whatever the ingredient is in this that makes my lips look a little bit fuller seems to work better when I use it regularly. So I find that using this on kind of the off hours when I'm not filming or going out, that I just keep those products into my skin really does help with the fluffiness of my lips. So the Diamond Plumper from Physicians Formula, this is very affordable. I think it's maybe around the $10, $12 mark. I think it's really worth the money. Here's a little product that I use all the time, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it in case you don't know about it. These are eye drops from Bausch & Lomb, and they're called Lumify. What Lumify does is it really whitens up the whites of your eyes. I usually put in a couple of drops in each eye before I start filming, about 10 to 15 minutes before I turn the camera on. It really does a beautiful job of clearing any redness in my eyes and makes the whites of my eyes look a lot whiter. You can use this with contacts because when I do videos, I'm always wearing contacts. And it doesn't irritate my eyes at all. It's really just a wonderful little product. So if there are times when your eyes are a little bit red, having this in your arsenal is a handy Some other categories, and the first thing I want to talk about is a new device that I've been using. Radio frequency has become really, really popular for at-home devices. I decided several months back that I wanted to go ahead and test and try it to see what the results are. It took me months to come up with a conclusion because I tried a few different devices. Some of them I really, really didn't like, even after I'd used them for a month or two. There were just things about the devices that I felt like they just weren't quite ready, or they weren't quite where they needed to be for me to say, hey, this is really, really good. I have found one radio frequency device that I have been loving. And as a matter of fact, this is probably my favorite device to use. This little device is called the Nebulyft. Now, if it's new to you, that's okay, because I haven't done a review on this on my channel. But I did want to shout it out now in this month's favorites, because if you're looking for a radio frequency device, I can tell you I've tried a lot of them. This one is absolutely the best. And when I say the best, I'm talking about a lot of things. First, user experience. This is wonderful to use. Second, efficacy. Does it really, really work? And I can tell you for my skin, it has really made a significant difference. It's not fussy. I don't like any devices that don't operate right, or I have to fiddle with them, or they just clunk down on me or something like that. I like things to work really, really smoothly. In other words, by the time they bring it to market, I want them to have done testing and figured out any bugs that might happen once it goes to market. This one really, really works well. I will be doing a full review and demonstration of this in the coming weeks. But if you're looking at radio frequency devices, I can tell you, of all the ones that I've tried, this one is really, really good. I can say you might want to narrow it down and include this into your final choices if you're looking to pick one of these up. I do have a discount code. It'll be down in the description box, and I will keep you guys updated as soon as I do a full review of this, and you can find out more about this particular at-home anti-aging device. The next thing I want to share is a hair care line that I really have fallen in love with. Truly, this whole line has been so good for me. I talked about the shampoo in another video. I think it was maybe last month's favorites, but I've had the time now to test and try the rest of the products in the line, and I can tell you, I really, really like it. It is so good on my hair. You guys know that my hair is color treated, so I really need to work with products that are really going to soothe and moisturize my hair, and I can tell you this line is excellent. I was struggling with how to pronounce this last time I talked about this shampoo. I found out that it's called Haielle, and I've been using the shampoo, the conditioner, the leave-in conditioner, which is a spray, and the volume spray. What I can say about this whole line is it's really, really good on my hair, and my hair is so beautiful, so volumized, and it really does style very, very easily when I use this full line of products. The shampoo is one of those shampoos that you only have to use a tiny little drop, maybe just the size of a pea or a little bit bigger, and it will do my whole head. After I use this to clean my hair, I'll use my purple shampoo to keep the yellow out of my hair and to keep my hair a little bit brighter. Then I'll use the conditioner, and this is a nice little, very, very creamy conditioner. Gosh, you just maybe need about the size of a quarter in your hand, maybe not even that much. So I put the conditioner in my hair, let that sit for a few minutes, and then rinse my hair out. When I'm done, I'll put in the leave-in conditioner next, and then the volume spray, and blow dry my hair. This line is a little bit more than drugstore pricing, but I can tell you, I feel like it's very, very affordable for the quality of products and how good they treat your hair. My hair is lovely, it's soft, it's volumized, it holds a curl really well. I am just really, really tickled with this whole line. I'm going to talk more about this line because they have a product that addresses hair loss, and I'm going to be doing a video in the coming weeks on addressing hair loss for us over 50 gals and telling you more about this product line. I think you'll really find it interesting. I do have a discount code, which I'm very, very grateful that they gave me. Thank you very much, Haielle. I really appreciate that. It'll be listed down below. Can't say enough about this hair care line. It is really that good. This next little product is kind of a funny little product, but I think you're really going to be happy to hear about it. And it's so affordable. These little things are metal toothpicks. I'll tell you what, I can't live without these anymore. These are little travel toothpicks that come in this little tiny case, and you can see it's a metal pick right here. Can you see how that is? Maybe I'll put my hand up. These are now a staple in my life. I don't know what it is about getting older, but I feel like I need a toothpick much more often than I did when I was in my 20s. Is it the same for you? These little toothpicks are so inexpensive, and they come in a pack of 3, and you can see they're very, very tiny and really, really easy to slip into your purse or into a little compartment in your car or wherever. They come in a little pack of 3, and I think 1 or 2 of them have this little chain on it so you can hook it onto something if that is convenient for you. I bought 2 packs of these, so I have 6 total, and I'll tell you, they're everywhere. I have one in a little basket that sits by my couch that has my emery board in and my clippers and my chapstick and all the stuff that I use when I'm just sitting around the house. I have one of these in it now, one of these in each of my vehicles, one of these in all the purses that I use, so I have these little things everywhere. What I like about them is that it has that metal tip on it so I can just clean it and use it again. This does a great job of everything that you need a toothpick to do, and then you just simply put the little cap on it and put it back into your purse or wherever. Tiny little handy toothpick, absolutely one of my favorites. The last thing I want to talk about today are a couple of body care products from a company called Kopari. I had never heard of Kopari before, but they sent me a little sample of their products, and I'll tell you, I'm really, really impressed. These are 2 I want to talk about this month because I'm getting such a kick out of using both of them and enjoying them so very much. The first one is the Kopari Coastal Deodorant. All of these products are very clean. This is aluminum and baking soda free. This is the nicest little deodorant. And I'll tell you what, it smells so good. You know those products that you just love using because not only do they work, but they smell so good? This is one of them. First of all, I don't want any aluminum anywhere near my body anymore. And this really fits the bill. I am enjoying this very, very much. It smells great. It works wonderfully. So a new favorite for me, definitely, this Kopari deodorant. This is in the fragrance Coastal. The next product from Kopari that I am loving is this coconut body milk. Coconut is kind of the foundation of their line. I love coconut oil for a lot of things. This has a lovely scent, but what I really, really like about it is the way that it hydrates the skin. It goes on just like a regular lotion, but it has that really kind of slippery hydration that, just feels so very good. What I'll quite often do is I'll put this on before I go to bed at night because it just hydrates my skin, and it has such a lovely, lovely scent that then my bed smells really good too. This is just an extra hydrating lotion. It really feels very, very luxurious and sensual to use it. It's just terrific. So loving the whole Kopari line, but these 2 this month have really, really brought me a lot of joy. Well, those are my favorites for the month of May. Truly, where did the month go? Now we're into June, and I guess summer is now in full swing. I hope you found this fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. You guys know it just makes my day when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day. Wear your sunscreen and all. See you in the next video. Bye now.